Hey guys, I'm Thomas, and tonight we are cooking Cherokee Frye Bread. So we have our recipe over here for notes. I was trying to hang it up on our microwave over here, but unfortunately it's not magnetic. So refrigerator it goes. So we need about 5 ingredients. We need flour, baking soda, salt, warm water, which you can just get out of your tap, and vegetable oil. Now we're using self-rising flour, so you don't need the baking soda or salt if you use that. But this is super simple. All you have to do is, if you're not using self-rising flour, combine the flour, the baking soda, and the salt, and the water in a bowl, which I can get right down here. And I'm going to grab the big one because I have big hands. And our recipe calls for 3 cups of the flour. Set that to the side. Alrighty. And if I can get it all. That's not quite a cup, so I'll have to do a little bit more. But this thing's not very big. Alright, so it doesn't have to be exact, of course, but you just do that, and then we need 1.33 cups of warm water, which I am again going to eyeball that third. And it says specifically warm, so I'm going to sit here and wait for the tap to heat up.
1 eternity later.
There's 1 cup of warm water. And roughly 1/3, maybe a little bit much. But that's alright. And then, all we have to do is just knead it. And kids, this is where you get to get dirty.
But you wash your hands first, don't you?
Yes, you're supposed to wash your hands first.
You washed your hands before you started all of this, right?
Yes. Yes, I did. And this is very much like oobleck, if you've ever played with that. It sticks to anything and everything, hands included. And it will definitely get underneath your fingernails, so females, if you have nails, I'm sorry. It's gonna get all up underneath there. And just try to get it nice and mixed. Alright, so since we're frying these up in vegetable oil, it's a good idea to have a plate set aside so that they can cool down, and put some paper towels on top so they can drain the grease off. So this is now hot enough, and I can just take about a spoonful at a time and just drop it down in there. Now don't sling it, because
You can sort of spread it out some too.
okay. Don't sling it, because vegetable oil and other forms of grease are very hot, and they will stick to you and they will stay on you. So
If you want to, you can also roll these out and cut them and do it that way.
yeah,
This is the way I've always done it.
yeah, we're not worried about making them look all pretty or anything like that. Alright, and if you've never cooked before, be careful because of stuff like that, and sometimes the oil will pop itself, so it'll get on you and burn a little bit. But thankfully when that happens, it's not a lot.
kids, you might need to let Mom and Dad do this part.
Yep. Now, if you're in the Boy Scouts or, you know, scouting for middle to high schoolers, you can probably handle this. This is a great thing to cook on a camp out because it requires only a handful of ingredients, and you can do it on a camp stove fairly quickly. As we can see, these are already golden brown. This one might need to be flipped over again real quick. But it's super easy. It's a great way to get people started in cooking. Alright, so this one over here is about ready. So all I'm going to do is just going to flip it over a couple times real quick to check both sides. Make sure it's a nice golden brown like we see here. And just pick it up. Try to drain some of that grease off of it from here. That way we don't lose as much. And then bring it over here, and whatever's left on it will just be soaked up into the paper towel.
There you go with the ingredients. That's about what we made right there. And of course you can roll it out with a rolling pin and cut them out if you want to. I'm lazy, and that's the way we do it here. So how are you going to eat it? Well, I'm going to pick one up here, and they're still sort of warm. And then I'm just going to put chili over the top of it here. And if you want, you can even take one and cut it open so you got all that nice insides of it. And then put it over it like that. You can also do this like a taco salad. Real easy to make. The kids can do the mixing up. Older kids can do some of the frying because it's just like frying bacon at camp. It's going to pop a little bit. And the younger ones who aren't quite up to doing that can help Mom and Dad to get it ready to fry, and then they can even help put it together like this. Now, Thomas doesn't like his like this. He doesn't like to eat it with the chili on top.
Alright, so I'm just going to take the remainder of the chili here, and I'm going to set this to the side. Grab me one of these. And all I'm going to do is just take this and dip it in here, mush it in there so I can get some, hopefully, meat in there, and just eat it like that. That's pretty good. Alright, that's pretty good. So, thanks for watching, guys. We got other ideas up our sleeves for later. So, stay tuned for that, and we will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.